Day 2 on the Sea Doo. Milkman thought he has figured out why his jet ski is smoking so much.
It's springy on that side, but then it just, I feel like is it not? All right, so you see when I pull this lever, or this throttle cable, it's moving that lever down there back and forth, like it's retracting and everything when I loosen up. When we put the carbs back in, what happened was we let this get all the way loose so it snaps up to the top, so when you pull the cable, it doesn't snap back, it stays wide open.
Alright, so we got the carbs out again because we are going to be adjusting the needles. And this is the low end needle here, which is supposed to be backed out 1 1/4 of a turn.
Half a turn, full turn, and then 1/4.
Okay, so this is kind of a big moment here. We're about to check the compression, something a lot of people put off because they do not want to see what type of numbers they have. So we've already got our adapter on there, pulled the spark plug out, put the adapter in, and got the gauge hooked up. So we're going for 140 to 150. That's what the FSM says we need to be within. Anything in the 130, 120 gonna be not good. So let's see what we get.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
Is the carb supposed to be on?
Maybe. Let me go get something to plug it up.
Go ahead. That's not.
Whoops.
Did it take it down in there?
I think it did.
We were doing the compression test, it sucked it into the carb and took a chunk out of it, and now
took a few chunks out of it.
Couple chunks out, and show some of the bits we've already pulled out.
I don't even know where they are.
Probably went back into the motor with our luck. So we are going to possibly pull the motor and see if we can't just go ahead and do a full cleanup on this thing. Taking the exhaust off, I'm about to pull the motor mount bolts off, and then we're gonna do the drive shaft, unhook a couple hoses, and this thing should be out. Alright, so we got the motor out just in time because it is pouring down rain. Gonna start taking this thing apart and see what we can find.
We've been taking off some of the bolts. There's a mysterious white powder. Popped out relatively easily. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. What did they eat? Look at that.
Oh my. That's like a turbo balloon.
What is that? What is that, cocaine? Were they running this thing off cocaine? Alright, well those popped out relatively easy. Did they glue it in?
There is the head. There we go.
There it is!
There it is. The rag sucked through the carb.
It looks as if they replaced the piston with a piece of coral. Oh, there's a rag.
This is why you want to take the full engine apart whenever a rag gets in there. Piston ring just cracked. Show them how the motor works, Milks. Just took his exhaust off, which was blocking access to the drain port, and this is what we have found so far.
Not a good sign.
Got some busted motor mounts. Gonna have to replace those.
We're digging around under here, just kind of looking at all the electricals and stuff, and we found out where our fuel leak was coming from. Right there, there's your problem. Fuel comes in right here, doesn't go into the tank. And if you're jumping wakes and everything, you know, you're sloshing some stuff out, your fumes are coming out right now.
If it sparks, it might explode.
Yep.
Going for a quick clean on the ski. The Milkman's outside pressure washing off the jet ski, trying to get all the dirt out of the engine bay, and this is the fuel cell from it, and I'm going to be trying to fix this little issue. I'm going to be trying to plastic epoxy it and then maybe fiberglass it back down. I'm going to rough up the edges with some sandpaper and see what I can do. This is a 2-part mixture of plastic epoxy that I'm going to be using.
Crack it.
you really just only want to use like a little bit of hardener. Okay, so done pressure washing. Things are looking a whole lot cleaner. Hopefully we'll get the replacement parts and be able to get the motor back in here soon. Alright, so Milk's just got his new motor shipped in straight from Japan. It's the Sea Doo Bombardier 717. Puts out about 50 to the wheels.
That's
Fabrication.
pure power though right there.